Welcome to Two Birds, One Stone, a podcast dedicated to the still only remaining unbeaten team in the NFL, the Arizona Cardinals, who take care of business today at home against the lowly Houston Texans. Poor Houston Texans, now 1-6. Golly. We'll talk about going into the game a little bit now. The Cardinals 6-0, obviously, against the Texans 1-5, 20.5 point spread favoring the Cardinals, the largest in team history. I think probably by far. The Texans might be double-digit underdogs like the rest of the season.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably a safe bet. Yeah,
like that's incredible. They
suck.
They're like they just
They're
can't.
bad.
They're just trying to keep their head like above water at this point. Now 1-6. The whole fucking Deshaun Watson thing, super strange. Like the trade deadline's coming up, and they mentioned it in the broadcast. The Texans play Miami November 7th, like 5 days after the deadline on November 2nd. So if Deshaun Watson's dealt, he's blocked. He has a no trade clause. So he's decided he doesn't want to go to any other team besides the Dolphins, which I guess weird. For the Texans, well, yeah, it's kind of weird, which is good for the Texans, I guess, because the Dolphins, I think, have like the most draft capital at this point. Like they still have first round picks. Like we're coming back. They always deal with each other. Remember the Larry Tunsil trade? They got like three first round picks. Tunsil was drafted originally an O tackle by the Dolphins, and they traded him to the Texans to be like Deshaun Watson's like franchise left tackle.
Yeah.
They gave up like 2 first round picks and some players. So like they've made big trades with each other in the past. So I guess the familiarity is probably good, but I don't know.
I don't even know if you're the Texans, like who do you tank for? Like who's the
that's the other thing.
Premier,
there's no quarterbacks.
I mean, before it was Rattler was the guy who you were looking for, but obviously he's junk and benched. So I don't even know who you even are hoping to get.
It's a bad season to be really shitty, and it's
a bad time to be a Texans fan for sure.
Yeah, so that's kind of the story going into the game. Basically, all I wanted. Take care of business, get the win, and stay healthy. Stay healthy for Thursday night. And for the most part, that's what we did. What are your like grand thoughts after that win?
I mean, you have to win the games you're supposed to win. As the old saying goes, which we did. You hate to see Kyler take so many hits, obviously. One thing about Kyler that I don't like is every time he gets hit, he just looks like he's dead. Like he just looks like he's like, like sometimes his body language just kind of pisses me off, like he just kind of, I don't know. I don't want to go too hard on him because he's obviously the love of my life, but
he did get rocked. He got rocked a few times.
I don't know. Yeah.
And it doesn't help. He's so small. Every hit he takes looks so much worse. Like everybody's bitching about the passer or the roughing the passer calls he gets. But whenever he got sacked on that play, I don't remember the guy's name, but he comes free basically up the middle, and Kyler has no time to react, and he just kind of gets clocked. And on live action before the replay, you were like, holy shit, he just got smoked. That's a flag for sure. That's what the refs are seeing, like in time, like as it's happening.
The reason that the flag was thrown is because that guy, his arm, he like came across and like swung. But like David said on the broadcast, which I'm surprised he even said that because usually broadcasters suck, is that I forget the defensive lineman's name, but he's like, well, if he's standing up, his arm is at Kyler Murray's head. I don't even, and I kind of agree. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like, I don't. You can't tackle Kyler Murray by his knees whenever you're a 6'4" defensive lineman, you know what I mean? Yeah. But that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, it's tough. We've tried replay on like pass interference calls, and that shit went very south fast. And when we had that one season where you could challenge it, you can't. I've seen people be like, you should be able to challenge those kind of plays because in the moment, like I said, it looks bad. But on the replay, it's clearly like he didn't really make a egregious contact with the head.
I mean, it was a flag. It was a flag because I mean he hit him in the head. It was a flag, but I mean it's stupid. I think quarterbacks are football players too. They're not some other entity.
Yeah, and the Texans couldn't stay out of their way all game. So many penalties. Right. But to start off, the Texans defense played well. 3 straight punts for the Cardinals offense to start the game. Probably the Cardinals' worst offensive quarter of the season. I mean, taking into account that it is the Texans you're playing against, who have just been getting blown out in weeks past. You don't want to see that to start the game. And it's 5-0 early after the defense never played bad. The defense played amazing all game, whether it's the Texans or who else, still a professional team. The defense played awesome. So we give up the safety early after we get pinned deep, and then bad field position. The Texans put together their only scoring drive of the game. They kick a field goal and it's 5-0 Texans. I don't think, looking back now, I feel like a fucking moron, but that was probably like the worst I felt at the beginning of the game. Where it's like, I never thought that they were going to lose, but it's like, God damn it. Like, you want to look better than that.
Right.
And then not to help you on Twitter and everybody's saying this, holy shit, Cardinals suck, playing down. It's like,
at this point, I don't give a fuck about what we look like, because I feel like no matter who we beat, we could go out and beat anybody. It's still going to be the same old Cardinals, and we're going to be looked at as a lesser tier team just because of who we've been in the past. So I don't really give a fuck about that at all. But I will say, we've talked about it on previous episodes. I think I'm still like kind of like I'm what one would call win drunk. Sort of. We've won every single game this season. I don't remember what it's like to lose. So I like every single game we go into. Obviously, this one's a little different because it's the Texans and we were heavy favorites. But there hasn't been a single point this whole season, except excluding the Vikings on that field goal, which that was so early on, so I wasn't as drunk as I am now. But it's just for some reason I can't let myself think that we're going to lose at any point. Like
I know what you mean.
I think I go through
it's
every
unhealthy
single NFL
and it's
team,
going to come like a truck.
Every single team in our schedule I look at, I'm like, the Packers, I just don't see that happening. Like we have Kyler Murray. It doesn't make any sense. And so far it hasn't. So
yeah, we'll talk about like on that safety play, like when Kyler got banged up. And I mean, as much as you want to say, oh my gosh, Kyler gets all these calls, he got ripped by the face mask that basically pulled him back into the end zone. I still think he got the ball out and reached far enough, but refs say that they didn't even really review the play.
No, I wasn't happy about that. That was kind of a weird.
It's a scoring
I think
play.
It also kind of did because he's hurt and they didn't want to. I don't know. There's a lot of shit going on.
And he's laying there, and it's like at that point, it's like, okay, I don't care if we lose this game 70-0. Get him. Like, let's make sure Kyler is okay, because it's just one loss.
We're not going. Kind of everybody's thought. That's
we're
why
not going anywhere without him. Like I was freaking out just a little bit. Like you mentioned when we were texting, it's like. That's what happened last year. Hot start, and then Kyler gets a little banged up, and then nothing's the same since then. So I think everyone's kind of holding their breath, and then you see him come out the next drive, and all went well after that. But definitely gave us a heart attack for just a minute.
Yeah.
But like I said, just kind of like an ugly ass first half until around like 3 minutes to go in the first half. The Cardinals, at that point, I believe we had already scored. So it's like 7-5. And we're driving down the field. A bad holding penalty. So it's like 3rd and 24. And that was that play. Kyler drops back. He has all kinds of time. And then drops a perfect throw to AJ Green to get him down to like the 3-yard line on the right side. So then Hopkins scores. And it's like, okay, everything will be okay. That one play where they handed it off to Ertz, I was like, okay, this is creative. They were trying hard to kind of get him involved. It seemed like they did early, and
he didn't look like he was a new player. He looked like but I mean, besides that one ball, the where he's open and it. No, whenever
the other
Ertz
touch
was up in the middle, and he threw it to him, and it was Ertz went this way, Kyler threw it the other way. I kind of put that on Kyler because I guess Kyler threw the ball before he broke, and I guess he thought he was going this way or that way.
That's all communication. That's
the only point in the game where I kind of thought he's like, oh well, there's some stuff to iron out, but other than that, he looked good. I really was impressed.
Yeah, not to mention, okay, and then later in the game, he catches that 47-yard touchdown pass. That was just like the play design on that had to have been perfect. Like, because they clear everything out with Kirk deep. And then Ertz kind of runs like a crosser over the middle. And then there's short stuff on the left side. So the short stuff on the left side kind of sucks in the secondary over here.
Yeah.
The safety takes Kirk deep, and then wide open is Ertz across the middle. Good job by Kirk coming back and picking up that last corner on a block.
Yeah.
Could have fucked him up and blindsided him, but he kind of just put his chest into him. Smart, clean play there.
Smart.
Ertz, welcome to Arizona, a 47-yard touchdown. I think, what did he have overall?
80.
I think he had...
probably 3 or 4 catches and
Ertz finished 3 catches, 66 yards and a touchdown. Same stat line for AJ Green, but no touchdowns. So I mean, again, everybody's catching passes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Cardinals caught a ball. So solid there. After the Ertz touchdown, the Cardinals forced another 3 and out. I think the Texans, not only did they not score, I think the Cardinals had 6 3 and outs forced. So it's just like they're not even moving the ball whatsoever.
It was ugly ball. It just kind of felt, it was sad to kind of watch. I kind of getting my feelings for David Johnson a little bit because
you know what it felt like.
Oh my God.
It felt like,
imagine that.
It felt like the 2018 Cardinals watching the Texans today. Like Davis Mills, just a rookie that has no business really being ready. Same with Josh Rosen.
There's a point where a team's so bad where it's just, you kind of start to get the, I'm sorry for, like, I apologize, but instead of we're going to whoop your ass. But
this is very Josh Rosen. Do you want to know? Here's what Davis Mills' stat line was today. He had 23 completions, 32 attempts. Like, that's 23 or 32. That's not too bad. He only had 135 yards on the 23 completion. It's like there's so many David Johnson like check downs and just like just short ass passes. Our secondary did an awesome job closing on the ball and kind of swarming all day. So that's poor Texans, poor Davis Mills. It looks like I said, like we said, if they do deal Deshaun Watson, where's the quarterback coming from? Are we going to have Davis Mills in 2022? I guess. Like,
I don't know. It's going to be a rough couple of years for these Texans, I believe. But I will not apologize for a win. To win in this league, you have to be ruthless. You have to step on the neck, and that's what they did today.
Yeah, like I said. So, all in all, the Cardinals put up another 31 points. Like we said, the defense was lights out. I don't give a shit if it's the Texans or not. And that huge spread, the largest in team history, they covered 20 and a half, which was the largest for any game this year. So Kyler got hit a lot. It's probably the worst game you want to see that happen on a short week going into Packers, but kind of keep an eye on him. Obviously it looked like he was fine. He made some freak plays again after that. He kind of steps up, rolled out, hit. Remember that Hopkins play when he's kind of running around and then he hits him wide open at the very last second? On the replay, the camera was just on Hopkins. And he it shows him wide open at first and he's waving his hands and kind of drops his hands and quits moving. And he's kind of standing there walking. And then he's like, you kind of see his feet moving a little faster. And then he realizes Kyler had made up enough ground to where he'd find him.
And then after he caught or whatever, Hopkins was just like smiling.
Because I think it was because he did look like the camera showed he was pissed because he was open. And then it's like, oh shit, like he still ended up finding me. So the DeAndre Hopkins, JJ Watt revenge game. That was the big story that everybody was talking about, but we will not forget David Johnson. We'll throw his numbers in there too. So DeAndre Hopkins, his revenge game stat line, 7 catches, 53 yards and a touchdown. So nothing insane. He was wide open on one of the early in the game. Did you remember that? It was, he got open breaking right towards the end zone.
And Kyler just missed him.
He missed him by quite a bit. That was one of the bigger like throws this year where it was like, oh shit, he was right there. Didn't have it, but he ended up finding him later on. JJ Watt had only 1 tackle, what it was for a loss on David Johnson there, and then a quarterback hit. So nothing crazy spectacular out of JJ Watt. And then our old pal David Johnson, DJ 3-1, 7 carries for 25 yards and 5 catches for 27 yards. I was telling my fiance while we're watching, it's like, I feel so bad. Like, I just feel bad for him that like if you're a Texans player and all in general, not just David Johnson's, you're playing for your paycheck, I guess. Like you're playing for maybe a contract for another team. Deadline's coming up. Maybe I play well, Brandon Cooks. Maybe I have a good game and the Packers will come calling or like, that's just got to be such a helpless feeling. And the silver lining is we were there not very long ago. I mean, it could happen if you, like we said, it sucks for them. There's not really a quarterback coming out of this draft that can really turn it around for you, but you never know. Who knows? Maybe they find somebody in the second round and he goes off.
They need some help for sure. Something bad.
Very ugly. We'll get into now the 2 birds, 1 stone player of the week. Another first time winner. This guy had 3 tackles, 2 sacks, a forced fumble on one of the sacks, and a fumble recovery on top of another tackle for loss. Mizzou made Marcus Golden, 2 birds, 1 stone, player of the week for week 7.
And you really just love, kind of what we said last week about Marcus.
Yeah, we talked about him a lot last week.
You just love to see it. He's a guy that loves to be in Arizona. He fucking loves the Cardinals, and to see him do well like this, this is awesome.
2 games, 4 sacks. He now has, I believe, 6 sacks on the year.
Yep.
So, he's on track to be above double digits by the end of the season, which is
made.
Nobody was talking about Marcus Golden when you're talking about Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt and Budda Baker and all these pieces on defense. Marcus Golden, with Chandler Jones being out, I'm hoping they kind of bump Watt into a 3 technique, and they can keep Golden and Jones on the field as much as possible. And Vance Joseph has, like we said, shout out to the defense, has done an awesome job of moving all these pieces around to where it's just clicking.
It all works.
So it'll be a huge test on Thursday. We'll get to that, but so far so good. But also he sucks. No, he don't offer him a head coaching job. Anybody out there?
Yeah, I wouldn't. He's got problems. I have emails on him that I wouldn't send out. I will send them out if it comes down to it, but he sucks. You don't want to pick him up.
Don't trust him. Remember what happened in Denver? He was the head coach there. They sucked.
And he was junk.
Yeah. He only had Trevor Siemian, Brock Osweiler, and Case Keenum as his quarterbacks. Plenty of talent there.
Case Keenum just won last Thursday.
What the hell?
He just won a primetime game.
You don't want fucking Vance Joseph.
He had all the tools he needed. He had all the tools he needed, and he couldn't. So we'll just keep him.
Because of that little rant, Vance Joseph is going nowhere. He's staying right here.
Welcome.
One thing I want to talk about is, before we get to the Packers preview, I've accepted it now, and it's truly over. If you're a real Cardinals fan, this has been really in the back of your head probably this whole time. Larry Fitzgerald is done. Larry Fitzgerald is not coming back. Does that hurt you?
I don't think I'm there yet. I just am hoping.
You know him. You know his pride. You think he's going to hop on a 7-0, 8-0 team? Just be like, all right, let's coast. Let's go win a Super Bowl. No. I don't think that's happening. Even if there's an injury. I don't see him coming in.
I just wish it would have been more of a goodbye,
We didn't get that, and that's what pisses me off.
I wish there was a final season, a final game where he could –
you saw Brady on Sunday Night Football, going back to New England, and he's still playing, obviously, but Patriots fans kind of got that closure a little bit. It's okay, he came out, we got to cheer for him, all that. Cardinals fans don't even get that. Are the greatest player to ever put on the Cardinal jersey and the uniform, we don't. He's just nothing. He just
kind of it's
played his last game, and we didn't even know it.
It's kind of like if you meet a chick at the bar and she's really hot, and you get a one-night stand, and then she leaves, and then the next day you text her, and then she reads it and doesn't respond, but you can see that she's typing, but then she quits typing. It's kind of
he was kind of playing both sides. He's got his foot in retirement and his foot in unrestricted free agency. That's all. Just put the papers in.
You're still holding on to the hope, and I
just cut it now. Put the papers in and end our misery.
If you're listening, and I know you are, just end it or come back. You're leaving us in limbo. We've been good to you. You've been good to us. Let's not make this draw on any longer than it needs to.
I can't fully embrace this season. Might be a little far, but it seems like there's just if we go all season with him just not retiring officially and kind of just chilling there, and we get to playoffs and we make a run and we're in the Super Bowl, and God help us, we win the Super Bowl, and he just was sitting there the whole time, not officially retired, but that would fucking suck.
Yeah.
But of course that would happen. That's the Cardinal. If we did have something good happen to us, it would be at the default or the fault of something else. Our greatest player in franchise history, who hung on so long and had so many chances to leave and go chase a ring, said, no, I'm staying here through all the bad shit, had his last year and was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it again. And then, of course, the year after, they have the best start in franchise history, and they go on a run. And like I said,
enough.
That can't be the story. That's what I'm saying.
No, it can't be. And It probably
go in the front office. Put your retirement papers in. Go to Bidwell and say, "Hey, I want to be assistant to player morale, employment, whatever. Who fucking cares? Just be a part of the organization this year. That way, if we do go on a fucking fairy tale run and win a Super Bowl, you at least get a ring of some sort. Right now, you're doing yourself no service, just sitting on the couch. Like, I don't know. That was kind of like my Fitzgerald rant. I thought about him a lot this week for some reason. It's like, plus I had a huge tweet. I got like 500 likes on it. No, dude, no big deal or anything. Like
damn.
Oh, damn. And the first line, like, it's like all these things are going to happen for the Cardinals this year. I put out this summer, and by the end of it, I was like, the Cardinals are going to win the Super Bowl. It's happening. Be prepared. But the first line is Larry is coming back. It's like, fuck, come back so that if they do win the Super Bowl, I can retweet that shit and bump it. But that first line being Larry's coming back and he doesn't come back, it's like, shit. I nailed everything else, but that first thing's missing.
Here's a tweet. I just want him to come back. I just want him to come back or go. Stay or go. I do care.
Rip the Band-Aid off, Larry. Just, we love you, though.
You're being a tease, Larry.
He's
kind of over it.
Kind of being a tease.
Whatever. Do whatever you want.
Anyway,
let's
Larry,
move on. I'm getting sad.
After you hear that, make a decision. Let's get on to Packers preview. Speaking of Larry Fitzgerald, the Green Bay Packers are coming to town. Is this the first time since that playoff game? I know we played in Green Bay the Josh Rosen's rookie year and got that win. This might be the first time since that playoff.
I think it is. Yeah.
A long time ago. And they're in the same conference, but
I don't know.
That kind of sounds right. 2015. But yeah, anyway, Packers on prime time under the lights. We're going to get 6-1 Aaron Rodgers versus 7-0 Kyler Murray, Thursday Night Football. What do you expect?
Devontae Adams is really good.
He is, but it seems like every big piece the opposing offense has had has been neutral, whether it be Cooper Kupp with the Rams or Derrick Henry. Like, they've kind of been shut down. I mean, Dalvin Cook had a good game, but
Davis Mills with the Texans.
Right. Don't forget. Yeah.
I don't know. Rodgers always just scares the hell out of me. Like I said, I'm still win drunk where I don't think we could lose and we're invincible. So obviously I'm still not, there's no thought piece of me that thinks that we could even possibly lose. But it's in Arizona, right?
Yeah. It's okay. At home.
I'm very confident. I just feel like I don't really know what their defense looks like. Are they worth a shit? Are they probably average or?
I'm sure they're average. I would say
nothing on their defense kind of stands out to me. And I mean, our offense is the best.
Their top corner, Zaire Alexander's out.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I still got those two Smith pass rushers. They've got a good pass rush.
My score prediction, it's probably going to be like 20-33 is my score prediction.
They go and beat Green Bay 20-33. We might be on undefeated watch for real.
It's the same old Cardinals. It's the same old Cardinals. Who gives a fuck? Can't get that stink off of them.
Packers beat the Washington football team 24-10 today. So it's not like they went off offensively against a Washington football team whose defense has been one of the worst in the NFL, which surprisingly they were coming into the year. They were supposed to be pretty good, but so it's not like they did anything crazy this week. But I mean, similar to the Cardinals, they won big, but like it wasn't nothing crazy. They took care of business.
I just kind of feel like the Cardinals have a switch that they like to throw.
I know. That's what makes me feel confident. Big games against big teams, they've played lights out the best.
Specifically
on the
Kyler.
road.
I feel like he just kind of has like a different he has an ability that not a lot of other quarterbacks have to just so you know what? Fuck it. I'm going dummy to this game. I'm going sicko mode this game. I feel like not many QBs can do that, and he does that almost better than anyone.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen it
all confidence.
And he's played in a few primetime, like recent primetime games. He is like that Seahawks game where they won. I don't know. Like it seems like he's done it before. Like he's been on primetime before, but this seems like a real opportunity to where the team is kind of at his level. Like like last year and years, like he's kind of been above us. Like his play has been above the Cardinals as a whole. Like I feel like this week or this year, like the team is playing up to his like standard. So like this seems like a real, like everyone's watching, everyone's still, even after today, I'm sure oh, it was the Texans. They like this and this. We've done everything. But if we go on prime time and beat Aaron Rodgers at home, I don't know what the fuck you can say. Like, I think we're like legitimately on undefeated watch at that point. Obviously, you could have slip ups and we have some harder games to go. Rams again, Cowboys, any division game, especially when Russell comes back. But 8-0, dude, that's
pretty damn. Hey, and
against fucking good teams.
This is probably as good a time as ever to bring up that we are 7-0 in our record prediction. Name another podcast or Twitter page or whoever who predicted the Cardinals will go 7-0 besides us, because I don't fucking think there is one.
There's not a single one out there. And not only are they 7-0. Put some
fucking respect on our name. I'm done. I'm tired of it. Put some respect on the Cardinals. Put some respect on us. We're done. We're over it.
I'm over it. I don't care anymore. I say I don't care anymore, but I will. I do care. If tomorrow I fucking watch some godforsaken first take shit talk about how they got off to a slow start or whatever, blah, 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 blah. All last week was how the Browns suck and Baker Mayfield got hurt. We didn't get shit. It's besides the point. The Cardinals have outscored their opponents by 111 points this season. That's the most in the league by far.
So who's doing it better? Who's doing it better?
Fucking Nobody. Cardinals are. The Arizona Cardinals are.
Maybe we are better. Maybe we're just better.
Maybe we're just better. Huh? You think about that? Maybe we're just fucking better. Is there anything in that clip that kind of made you kind of cringy? I love JJ Watt.
No.
We're not even going to say it. We're not even going to say that.
In the moment, it was like, no. I'm not going to let you twist me into that at all. No, it was fucking badass. I want to fucking get that tattooed on me somehow. That was fucking sweet. Maybe we're just better. Yeah, play it. God, that was sweet.
We'll let you guys decide if it was a little.
No.
I'm not going to say it.
No. That's cool, dude. We want the fire. He loves being a Cardinal. So you guys heard a little bit of that.
Excuses. They win because of this. They win because of that. Maybe we're just fucking better. The thing that makes it not cringy is that AJ Green scored a touchdown in the clip, like on the video, right after he gets finished. It's like, okay, that's fucking
Either way, I don't think it's cringy. I just love I love guys that want to be like that, love being on the Cardinals, like Marcus Golden, like JJ Watt.
JJ Watt has not been on a team like they had some good teams in Houston. He's not been on a team like this. This is
imagine like what fucking he won the lottery. He gets to go live out in the desert. He got paid a shitload of money, way more than he's probably worth. And he gets to be 7-0 on a Super Bowl hopeful team, you know.
Good for you, JJ Watt. Gary, you want to get into your bets?
Unfortunately,
I didn't bet this week because I'm responsible. And I've been losing too much.
Folks, the reason he says that is because he fucking sucks and he loses.
I did not. I lost last week. I lost like $30, nothing crazy. But the board this week sucked. It was all big.
I didn't like it.
It was
I didn't
very
like
tough.
it, but I have to bet it. So let's get into it, I guess. Okay. So the first one I had, all money line besides the Kansas. So I had the Giants, Dolphins, Chiefs -4.5, and I had the over in the Lions and Rams game. Obviously, the Chiefs got their fucking asses whooped. I don't think the Titans are for real. I think the Chiefs are that bad. Titans go. If you lose to the Jets, you're not
Titans,
you're not a team. If you lose to the Jets, you're not a real football team. The Cardinals fucking dog walked their ass by 18 points. If you lose to the Jets, you're not a fucking football team. The only reason that they'll make it to the playoffs is because their division is shit. I'm tired of all these bitch ass Titans fans talking shit. I'm over.
Their division is god awful. The Colts.
The only reason they'll get in is because they have 6 easy ass fucking hand it to me games every year.
And the Colts are losing right now to fucking the Niners. Is Trey Lance starting? Is Jimmy G back? I don't even fucking know what's going on.
Jimmy G's back. What's the score in that game?
12-7. Okay. Live update. 12-7 Niners.
Okay. Anyway, so in my second one, I have the Colts, I have the Jets, and I had the Bengals, all money line on a parlay. I know what you're gonna say to me because you've said it to me earlier today.
Yeah,
you don't get the Jets bet. The Jets, it felt good. It felt like Zach Wilson was going to. I had a good feeling about it. I bet off feeling, not off my brain, and it's
Patriots
proven well for me.
The Patriots have a bad record, but they played well. They barely lost to the Bucks. They barely lost to the Cowboys. Lost to the Cowboys in OT last week. And you thought the Jets were going to go to? Was it in New England?
Yes.
You thought that Zach Wilson was going to go in New England and play Bill Belichick and not just like hang around, but win. Didn't he throw 4 picks against the Patriots earlier this year?
I don't know. That against the Patriots? I don't know. I had a good feeling. That's all I'll say.
It's hey, man, you were hot. If you had a feeling, you go.
Like I said, I didn't like the fucking board at all this week. You have to when you're hot, you have to throw something out there, and that's what I did. So you don't win every week. But
you froze on me. This sucks. Technical difficulties. Technical. Can you hear me?
You're good now. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hey, I couldn't hear you either.
We're back, baby. Just like that. We're back.
And I'm not fucking clipping that. You know how hard it is to edit audio?
You're real. This is real. Okay.
You're gonna get all of that. Go ahead. Continue where you were.
On my makeup, the makeup bet I had this week. I just put it in about an hour ago, right before the game started. I bet the Colts and I bet the over. The over is at 41.5. I haven't really been watching the game. The over looks like it's probably doing okay. I don't know what quarter it's in. We'll see. And I bet what 20
the over
on
in this game?
Yeah.
You said 12 to 7, 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. So
okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah. So I bet 20 to win 73. I just kind of want to make up for my losses. I want to bankrupt the bookie that I have. He's a Titans fan, and I'm not too happy with him right now.
Oh, go ahead and finish. Sorry.
That's it. That's all I had for that week.
Okay.
So obviously two losses, and then we're hoping to kind of get make up for with my third parlay I threw in there. Not a good week. Like I said, I didn't like the board, but you always it makes it interesting. You got to throw something out there. You get lucky.
I'll be back next week. I'll check the board. The board was terrible this weekend. Like I said, I wanted to stay away from it. We'll come back fresh next week. Cardinals locker room speech just came out. You want to try and listen to it?
Yep. Make sure you hold it back pretty far.
I turned the thing down. So let me know if it sounds okay.
Congratulations. All right. It's a good job handling your business. Got some game balls to give out. All right. First one. He's the first player in NFL history with consecutive TDs for 2 different teams and longest TD of his career, Zach Ertz. The strip sack and a fumble recovery got jump yard. And of course, for the 2 best players in Houston Texans history, we got J.J. Watt and DeAndre. I got one more. He's back. We missed him for a few days, but he matches at 7-0, the longest undefeated streak in Cardinals franchise history, which dates back to 1898. So 7-0 for the first time since 1974 when Coach Don Coryell was our head coach.
Is that Bidwell at the end of the game to get ball?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Hey, listen. This week, y'all know Thursday night games. All right, it's a team that handles the week. Unique week of preparation the best. That's who wins the game. That place will be rocking Thursday night. That's going to be a lot of fun. Congrats. Y'all get a break. Hey, great team win, man. Let's get our minds right for Thursday. And we got to dominate the series. And the family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, I fucking love those videos, dude. Those are like my wait after every win. I wait for those videos. I fucking love it. You feel like you're in there. Like I feel like I'm in the locker room, like looking up at the homies, being like, "Yeah, we fucking did it. We fucking did this shit, dog. 7-0. Hell yeah, that gets me fired up."
That's cool that Bidwell gave Cliff a ball. I like that.
That's cool. Uncharted territory. We talk about this every week. We haven't got to experience this very much, so that's fucking awesome. 7-0 for the first time since 1974. They were in St. Louis. What can you say? We're gonna have a quick turnaround this week, just like the team. Okay. We haven't put out 2 podcasts in a week. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it for our loyal listeners.
Do it for you. Also, it's probably good to mention that our area is under severe thunderstorms, severe tornado warnings. But I don't take breaks. We're staying. I'm in a house with no basement. Okay, I'm risking my life to do this for you guys, all 11 of you. So I hope you appreciate that.
Let's bump these numbers up. Let's get above 11.
Also, I think you all should follow my Twitter as well. I think
I don't shout you out enough.
At AZ Cards G. I have like 77 followers, 8 or something.
Give him a follow. I'm gonna tweet this clip out.
I tweet funny stuff. I do cool stuff. I'm not gonna do the thing where I follow a whole bunch of people just to get followers. That's not my style. So
that's fair. That's cheating.
Right. Fine. It really is.
So give him a follow, folks. I'll tweet this clip out for you. Follow at Red Sea Trent while you're at it. We're almost to 400, baby. We're just going to keep climbing, stacking it up. Grow together as a fan, as a community of fans, you know? All right,
Give us some feedback, too. I want to hear some stuff. What you
I've got one DM, dude. I've got one DM that was like, hey, I like your shit. I'll keep listening or whatever.
Like I say, yeah.
Props out to you, guy.
I think we just kind of want to know what you want to hear more of. I know I've heard some people say that they like the gambling stuff. So maybe we could get into more of that or more of this or that. If maybe you want me to do my own podcast or something without me or Red Sea Trent or something like that, that's fine. Just let us know. We can figure anything out.
For you guys watching on YouTube, we can do it with our shirts off. Whatever gets the juice flowing, whatever brings the viewers to us. So,
right. And I have a thing. So,
okay, go ahead.
My brother has a hidden talent that many do not know of.
Oh, where the fuck is this going?
If my Twitter gets to 100 followers before next week's episode, we will reveal the hidden talent live.
Don't say it now, though.
No, I'm not revealing the hidden talent.
I don't want him to say it now, first of all, because I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Second of all,
we will reveal and demonstrate his hidden talent if I get to 100 Twitter followers by Thursday night kickoff.
Odds are that's not happening, so that's good, but we'll see what happens. On that fucking weird note, we're gonna end the episode. So thanks everybody for listening. 7-0 Cardinals. Huge game on Thursday night. We'll have an episode. We'll probably record after the game. We'll put an episode out on Friday. You guys to listen to while you're at work, sitting at home, doing whatever you guys do. Until then, go Birds.
Go Birds. Let's roll.